Okay, so just like the title says, we're going to be discussing how to become a successful student using just your habits. And the first thing is to think ahead. Now, as a student, you have a lot of things to take care of, you have a lot of things that are coming your way, and a successful student always thinks ahead to avoid scrambling around to get things done at the last moment, just like your peers or something. To do this, you can create reminders to help you think ahead that provide structures for your daily and weekly routines. Now, the second thing is to move towards adulthood. Now, the logic here is that every human will have skills that they will need to build in their life. Skills that they will need to build to not only chase their goals, but also to solve problems, to interact with others, and stuff like that. So you want to, so every human what will have to do these skills, like they're the basics, or they provide a good foundation for living a normal, healthy life. And it is for successful students, what they do is to tackle these skills before they become a pressing concern. For example, learning how to better manage your finances, learning how to cook, or even better, learning how to take care of yourself and your living space. Try to learn these skills that are very essential in your adulthood while you're living at home or while it's not yet a pressing concern. Because this will not only help you obviously learn the skill, a new skill, but when the moment comes, you won't be scrambling. You'll just do it because you've been doing it and you are, in a sense, near perfection, or your proficiency has improved to the point where you can get ahead of people who are just now beginning, which will not only give you an advantage, but like I said, you'll get to learn a new skill. So the third thing is to become a solution finder. Now, like I mentioned in the first one, as a student, you're gonna be met with a lot of things, a lot of challenges, a lot of stressful situations, a lot of things that just don't help. For example, team members who are just not pulling their weight, or just social media and how it's improved so much and how people are getting addicted to it. There's always problems. And as a successful student, or rather, to become a successful student, you want to change your way of thinking. Instead of focusing too much on the problem, try to find a solution. Even for things that like don't have a clear solution from the get-go. Give yourself some time and try to figure things out on your own. Like for example, if you're struggling with some work, give yourself 15 more minutes on that issue and make detailed notes of what you have tried and what didn't work before you go out and try to get some help. This does two things. Not only does it teach you to become a problem solver yourself, but it also helps you get better help. For example, if you ask for some help, the person would want to know that you gave it a try before you came to them. It will show them that you didn't just take the lazy way out. You actually tried it, and you've provided them with those detailed notes that you wrote to show them that this is what I tried and this didn't work. Please help. Yeah. So the fourth thing is to build relationships. Now, I'm talking about actively trying to build relationships with your teachers, your professors, and other faculty members at your school or university. Now, the advantages may not be apparent at first, but this is very important because doing this will ensure that you don't just have a relationship with people at your immediate age group or on the same level as you of progression. You get to have more people people who are better than you. And once you have people in your life who are better than you, who are willing to show you the way, then that's a plus. Because that means you can absorb that knowledge and use it to get ahead of the people who are on your same level of progression, like your peers or your classmates. Now, the fifth thing is to learn outside of class. Yeah, I cannot stress this enough. Classroom time is not enough. There's a reason homework exists, and there's a reason take home assignments exists. Because they're trying to rather teach you how to think and how to move not only based on the curriculum at school, but on your own terms. What do you want to learn? What do you want to achieve? So, what I can say about this one is don't limit your growth to that of your peers and classmates. Get into something new, or a new hobby or something. Plus, you don't know, it might be something that greatly helps you in achieving your future prospects. For example, what I'm doing right now at school is finance related, but my hobbies, or rather things I enjoy doing and things I do on the side, include drawing, reading, and yeah, generally really creative stuff that are very different to what I do at school. But I do it because, again, you never know, it might greatly help you and it might connect you to people you wouldn't have otherwise met. So, the sixth thing is to keep your ears on the ground. Now, with this one, you always have to be on the lookout for opportunities. And yeah, you probably know this, but like there's no better place to get opportunities, or like where there are a lot of opportunities for students, like schools, universities, colleges. There's tons of opportunities, and you just need to have the willingness to do it and to know where to find them. So for this one, you want to keep your eye out for bulletin boards in your school or special announcements or events. Those are big. Try to follow those things, and yeah, they might lead you to something that really you wouldn't have known exists. Now, the seventh thing is to stay physically and mentally fit. Now, this may come as a surprise to most of y'all, but successful students don't only focus on their studies and chasing opportunities all the time. They mostly focus on themselves. They listen to their bodies and they listen to themselves. Because at the end of the day, you do matter. And I like to think of it as a car. I like to think of myself as a car. And just like a car needs like some petrol to go from point A to B, you also need things. You need food, you need rest, you need there are things, obviously, for some things they are very different for all of us. For example, I need my sleep. I need my sleep. And those are the things that help me function at my best, operate at peak performance, just like a car. You need your stuff and figure out what it is that helps you to operate at peak performance. Obviously, this can be things like exercising and, yeah, just generally taking care of yourself. Okay. So, the eighth and last thing is to try things before you are ready. Now, what most people do is that they waste time trying to find out whether they can do the specific thing. Then they move to developing the desire to do that thing. And only then do they start doing the thing. Now, yeah, you're probably not surprised to hear this, but like most people don't get to that third stage. They don't get to doing it. They just never reach that point because yeah, or in that pursuit to do that, they've wasted time and yeah, they've lost interest. It happens. So what you can do to tackle this, and what most successful students do, is to change that to a secular method of doing things. You wanna jump right in, do it, and develop and learn, make mistakes along the way, and obviously improve and learn from them. And once you do this, you're gonna get good, and you're gonna get good at it. And Like everything, once you get good at it, you're gonna wanna do it more. And what do you know? You're back at it again, you're doing it. And the circular motion goes on and on. But what diff how it differs from the first thing is that not only do you get to do this, the actual thing you wanna draw, you wanna start reading books, you get to do it. But the second thing is obviously you get better. So it's a yeah, two birds one stone. And yeah, that's been it for how to become a successful student. I hope this has been very helpful. And thank you, as always.